unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
We want it. Come to my...
Haskins will throw. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third down, here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First time with Phillip Lindsay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Play action now. Mariota. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Paris Campbell, 78 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. A pitch to Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Right. He's somewhere. He's to the right. Hey, we got 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 38, Haskins. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st down, it's Haskins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. Now the wolf. Check 53's Mike. Check.
On second down now, it's Gordon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Chubb running right. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
2nd down, Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's got Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 26.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Number 50, 53.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the interception here, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you...
And the pressure gets to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Mariota, and this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Set,
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 53 is mine. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now, and that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Check 53 is mine. Target.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
3rd and inches.
Blue 18. 53. I'm coming after you.
He'll try and run forward with Conner. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
25, check 25, check 25. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 31's the mark.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He'll find Lindsey here. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ricky.
From the 31, Mariota. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Check 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. 66. Pull it. 4 down. Check.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Gets it to Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Check 43. Ready, go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
52's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stay with your man. He's checking. He's checking.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins. He completes it to Evans. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
On the run is Counter. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota with a catch made by Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the
and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Look smart. 53 for Mike. 53. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll get it out quickly to Kirkwood. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Pull it together. Check 99. Pull it.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here I come. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 65.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Mike, 53.
Again, it's counter. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now it's Haskins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Haskins out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pass intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now Haskins to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Stop it. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
It's 3rd and goal.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Steelers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.